For the last 5 years, I have had the privilege of being the principal of Bialik School to 800 students from kindergarten to 12th grade. The school is located in Tel Aviv, but not mostly the trendy Tel Aviv that you mostly know as a cultural and financial center of Israel. Rather than it located in south of Tel Aviv, the backyard of the Israeli society. Let me please invite you to a short virtual visit. Imagine yourself standing at the school gate early in the morning and welcoming our student. For obvious reason, I will change the name. Good morning to Yana, the 10 years old. She is new Jewish immigrant from Russia. Her father and her mother both dead, and she is living in a group home. Good morning to Sair, a son of Arab collaboration that came from Hebron. He came to Israel without any preparation, without knowing Hebrew. He's asking himself about his identity. Who am I? Am I Palestinian or Israeli? Good morning to Yana, who came to Israel from Poland with her foreign worker's mother. Before 3 years ago, she got her legal status. Since then, she's very happy. There is a very big smile on her face because she can plan her present and future. Unfortunately, unlike her classmate, Edward, that he and his mother left from the deportation by the end of this year. He's very sad. He's lived in Israel more than 10 years. And when you say to him, "Good morning, Edward," he used to ask me, "Let me know, please, how much more good morning do I have?" Good morning to Muhammad. He is also in the 12th grade in our school. He's a refugee from Darfur. He saw his father killed in front of him and in front of his mother and sister. He couldn't stay there. He just ran away with some adults that take care of him. He passed all the way just to arrive to Egypt and then passed the Sinai Desert and arrived to Israel. Tel Aviv was the only city that accepted him. You should understand the trauma that he lives with, being without his family at all. We enrolled 81 refugees from Darfur. Most of them came without knowing how to read or how to write. Imagine all the 800 students that came from 48 different nations. They are Muslims, they are Christian, they are Jewish. They came normally with the same uniform. They are all speaking Hebrew. They are carry more than just bag loaded with study book. They carry also their complicated story of their lives. We actually cannot change the start point of their lives, but we are able to, with a lot of strength, with magnificent help, with a lot of courage, with professional tools to influence their present and futures and give them a real chance for success. Our data shows that more than 65% of our family students are single parents, that they deal with a very, very difficult socioeconomic conditions. Let me give you some facts about the background of the Bialik-Rogozine. Up until 5 years ago, there used to be 2 separate schools in the same building. Both of them were verged in being shut down with a very low public image, with a very high level of violence. Only 28% graduate with the matriculation, the final exam. Only 38% of our students enrolled the IDF or the civil service. It wasn't easy at all. it took a lot of courage and efforts to marriage, and probably some of you know something about getting married, to put those separate schools in one hall, to face the dismissive of environment, to face the teachers that putting all their energy into surviving. I was wondering if I made the right decision to become a principal there. So, finally, why did I stay? Because of the first interview that I had with the teachers, they all spoke about the students with a lot with warmth and love. And then I said to myself, here you go, Karen, that's the key. In a place that there is so many love to the students, the sky will be the limit. It was also the same time that I get the promise from the Minister of Education and the municipality that they will stop their threat with closing the school. And they are really believe us and they will give us a real chance of success. And it was also the promise, it will kill me, but never mind, that I get the promise from the remarkable man, Dr. Yossi Vardi, and Rina Zamir, yeah, the head of our action committee with many, many others volunteers, that they will give us a support that we need to achieve our goals. With those three main stones, I gathered all the teachers. I look at them and I say to them with a very clear confidence voice, in a matter of 5 years, we will become an educational miracle that many, many persons from Israel and abroad will come to see the educational that it's taking place in our school. Can we do it? We can do it, just if we will unite and if we will work very, very hard to achieve our goals. But if not, I will go to the mayor of Tel Aviv and ask him to shut down the school. At that time, I recalled my own childhood. I came like a small child from Morocco to Israel. We used to live in a very, very difficult neighborhood in Jerusalem that many teenagers dropped it. I used to visit my grandmother. Normally, she lives something like only 300 meters away. But you had to have a lot of courage to pass them, because those teenagers used to always to curse and fight. Normally, the streets were their territory. At once, I want to pass by their direction. They were sitting at the stairways of the entrance of the building, sprinting their legs, and of course, laughing with anybody would fall. I decided that I ignored them. I became there and I told them with a confident voice, I am passing through, thank you. You should understand that my heart was beating, like now, very, very hard. And after a very, very long silence time, they let me through. I took from this experience the thought that even though there is difficulties, you can struggle with that. If you define the goals, if you take action, if you don't afraid from taking a risk. Those main stones, I'm taking them also to my attitude of education. That no child is a stranger. That every student have the rights to get education, health, and health. We put our vision in a very, very simple sentences. We are talking about to let every student to have the options to increase his or her potential, to get a beneficial education, to face the reality that you should have a good achievement to be able to mobilize in the society, to face the raising their family, and to enroll the IDF or the civil service. Our school is based on few main principles. From the beginning, we open the school from the morning until the evening. We provide breakfast. We learn the curriculum that the Minister of Education decides. We serve also hot meal, a lunch, in a round cafeteria that give atmosphere of dialogue. In the afternoon, we open two main centers. One, a center of sport and art, and the other one with many, many volunteers, a chance to get homework in a very, very nice library. Database. We figure out all the needs of our students. We see if students need glasses, if students need emotional treatment. Teachers. We influence and encourage the teacher to go with their study and to be familiar with the different culture of the students. Parents, normally people will say, the mommy always work from the morning until the evening. Ignore them. No, they are sources of power for the school because they ask us, please give us an opportunity to study too. We want to be familiar with the Hebrew languages. So we open a school for the parents, and more than 145 parents come to study Hebrew, and also they get the diplomas. And about behavior, we have a very clear code behavior. Every student can come to our school, but they know that we are with zero tolerance to violence. And the main thing that I'm very proud of that, it's about the collaboration between the municipality, the Minister of Education, and the volunteers. We have about more than, it was in French, we have something like 100 volunteers, 18 to 82. They are like a role models for our students. They build them a self-confidence. I remember before a few years ago when you ask students, what would you be? Normally they were very embarrassing and shy. Now they said, yes, of course, I will be a lawyer because we provide them volunteers that give them courses in law. Many of them want to be high-tech people. They didn't hear about the crisis all over, the economic crisis. And but I figure out that nobody still wants to be a teacher. Okay, okay. After 5 years, I can take a breath and say, yeah, we have some of big improvement that we did. In the beginning, we had just 28% of matriculation. The last year, we are 70%. You can imagine that? Because in Israel, the average, unfortunately, is just 50%. Before 5 years, only 38% of the students enrolled the IDF. The last year, 68%. It means that they are feeling that part of the Israeli society. Now, many, many visitors come to see the school. For example, the president of Israel, Shimon Peres, the mayor of Los Angeles. You probably should think that everything is okay and we are very pleased. But as you know, the education is like a marathon. It's a very long distance and it don't give you to lay down. I must admit, I am an education. And at those days, we deal with the fear of the decision by the end of the year. I cannot see the difference between the students. We are like a big family. All the students speak Hebrew. All the students participate in the Israeli holiday. All the students want to feel belong to the society. I want to ask our leader, please, don't let our child go. Let them grow. Thank you. Our choir, please.